Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Friday, and it's time for the Unfiltered News from the Reality Zone, compiled by g.edward Griffin. This is his newsletter of headlines you may have missed during the week. And this is for June 18th through the 24th of 2011. Here's a sneak preview of the new American dollar. $100 trillion per bill. And this is the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. Yes, it would be like Germany was when their money went bad. They were burning it at the end, but they was causing a wheelbarrow just to get a loaf of bread of their cash because it was nothing backing it like our money. We never learn. Libya. Warning, extreme graphic photos and video shows beheadings and other atrocities reportedly committed by NATO-backed rebels against Libyan soldiers and citizens. This will not be acknowledged by the mainstream media. Veterans Today, and that's on June 23rd. U.S. House will hold 2 votes today on the Libyan war. One is to restrict funding to a list of activities such as search and rescue, intelligence, and surveillance. Others would continue the war without ground troops for a year. Neither is likely to pass both houses of Congress, and if they did, there are loopholes galore to allow the war to continue anyway. It's all about looking good to voters without really changing anything. Yahoo, June 24th. Japan, crippled power plant faces difficulties attempting to measure radioactivity. A U.S. drone has crashed on the top of one reactor. A sensor robot is stuck on the staircase. Not a good day for robots. Probably radiation overwhelmed it. He say lost control and made an emergency landing on top of the reactor. VOA News, June 24th. U.S. lawmakers introduce a bill to legalize marijuana, yes, and allow the states to regulate and tax it. Exactly. You take away the criminality from it and just say it's legal, there's no crime anymore because they won't be after it. It's not a cash crop for them. And then you just wait, just try it out and see. Just like prohibition, they got rid of it. But the sponsors say it has no chance of becoming law this year. It's too much money to be made in conducting the so-called war on drugs. Yes, $500 a minute is spent on the drug war by the federals. $15 billion a year. Yes, it's not, we're in this crisis where we don't have any money as it is, and they're spending $15 billion a year on people who smoke a harmless drug that grows out of the ground. And it's not like cocaine where they use all types of diesel fuel and other type of chemicals to turn it into the nice white powder. Oh, man. It's a God's given plant. It does cure cancer. I hope people know that. It cures cancer. It's a proven fact. All you have to do is watch a few videos, documentaries actually, on marijuana, and you'll find out. It virtually is a cancer cure without the expense behind it. Pharmaceuticals will never allow it. That's Yahoo 2011, June 23rd. New study published in a recognized medical journal links vaccines to infant mortality. What's new? I knew that for a while. The U.S. has the highest infant mortality rate among developed nations and also administers the most vaccines. A plus B equals C. Follow the course. See where it goes. Obama releases 30 million barrels of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, which protects the country in the event of an emergency or unforeseen shortage. The effects will be temporarily lower gas prices, temporary higher Obama popularity. That's what's behind it. For lowering gas prices, increase American dependence on foreign oil-producing nations, and gas rationing in the event of an emergency. What did we hear come out of NASA? Get ready, pack a bag, get ready to run. Something's coming, and he's doing this to make sure we are definitely in hurts when it happens. CSM. That's the Christian Science Monitor, June 23rd. On video, U.S. Fareed Zakira, CFR member, and Charlie Rose, a Bilderberg member, discussed why they think the U.S. Constitution needs to be more like charters for other nations that, according to them, do things much better. Prison Planet, June 22nd. Oh, here we go. Obama signs an executive order to give the Pentagon power to plant computer viruses and carry out cyber attacks on power grids and defense networks of other countries if they are perceived as hostile to the U.S. Yahoo, June 22nd. And yes, the world organizations that, like the UN and stuff, saying we got to do something about the cyber attacks. Well, it comes out that the NSA has hired a bunch of hackers who either face jail or work for them, and then as soon as they hired, that story came out a couple weeks before, suddenly all these virus attacks happened. Coincidence? Video, Netherlands, man builds full-size replica of Noah's Ark, an amazing structure. While we believe the original Ark was real, it looked much different because evidence shows it was made of reeds, not sawed wood planks. We apologize for the global warming myth including in this report, but that's the way it was produced. Yahoo, June 22nd. Yeah, there's no global warming, there's solar cycles, and man's not the cause of it. Facts. For evidence of the reed construction and other features of the real Ark, see Discovery of Noah's Ark, a video documentary produced by g.edward Griffins. Gold continues its long climb upward as India and China have doubled their purchases from last year. Many central banks also are increasing acquisitions. This is in response to the decline in purchasing power of national currencies. Seeking Alpha, June 22nd. Also be aware that on July 15th you will no longer be able to buy gold or silver over the counter. That's right. They're taking away your right to own gold and silver again. Let's go back to Nixon's days. That's what he did. Video, North Carolina. Unemployed man robs bank for $1 so he can be sent to jail to get free medical care. That's right. It actually happened. The poor guy couldn't get no mail, didn't have a job. He was down on his luck and went and told the teller, I got a robbery note here, give me $1. And then he went over and sat in the corner and waited for the police. Interesting story. Greece's prime minister receives a vote of confidence, although a tougher vote lies ahead because of higher taxes and austerity program required to repay the national debt. Although Greece is in this mess because of too much debt, the EU has promised to lend the government additional billions in new loans, which sink them further to help them pay back some of the older loans. But they have to offer state property as collateral. Yes, they gave them fake money, and now they're going to ask for real material objects, real properties as collateral. So the state gets money created out of nothing and the central banks get hard assets. That's the AP for you, June 21st, right from them. U.S. 2 Nebraska nuclear reactors may be in danger of damage from the Mississippi River floods. Some experts fear a meltdown could be America's Fukushima, while others say everything is under control. Yes, that's like they did in Fukushima. And now it's come out, it's 10 times worse than you could imagine. There's 4 meltdowns, well, 3 at least, and a 4th one is pretty sure of going on. I mean, full-fledged meltdowns, China syndromes, Chernobyls. Washington Blog, June 21st. Video, China. An amazing realistic holographic mirage has reported in China. And here is a video of it. Is this real or a video hoax? If real, the potential for manipulating perceived reality is mind-boggling. Huffington Post, June 20th. Texas Governor Rick Perry, responding to strong public pressure, has agreed to reintroduce the TSA anti-groping bill in a special session. That's because he's getting ready to run for president. 10 other states are considering similar legislation. TAC, June 20th. U.S. Walmart wins first round in sex discrimination legal fight. 1.5 million women are suing for gender discrimination policies that could cost the company billions. Supreme Court rules that this class action suit is too big to be handled in one fell swoop. That's right. Now Wally World's too big to fall. Too big. They'll be taking bailouts soon. U.S. The TSA now is searching cars, subways, ferries, and buses, and they intend to expand. Yes, your papers, please. I haven't seen this since Germany in World War II. Mother Jones, June 20th. American Medical Association once again loses large block of members, this time over its support of Obamacare. Here is a clear example of an important organization, a power center of society that is dominated by a small group of collectivists who act contrary to the wishes of its membership. Yes, this is how the few dominate the many. Med Page Today, June 20th. I'm telling you, man, this is just people. The government's getting away with murders, or everyone wants a piece of the action. They're getting away with robbing everyone, and oh man, and everyone wants a piece of it. They believe they can do it because the government does it. Iraq is missing up to $18 billion in U.S. dollars. The U.S. was supposed to safeguard the money on Iraq's behalf, but the Pentagon claims it doesn't know where it went. Al Jazeera, June 19th. That's because it was taken out of there. U.S. states are looking to internet sales tax to fill their depleted coffers by $23 billion. Online stores like Amazon are fighting it out in the courts. Yahoo, June 19th. Yeah, they're trying to tax the internet, and they do that, you might as well just shut it down, because supposedly the cost you pay pays for everything and anything. It's a bundle deal when you're on the internet and you pay your monthly fee. U.S. La Raza, a Marxist-Leninist anti-American revolutionary group, has always been generously funded by the federal government. Imagine that. When one of its offers was given a top job, officials were given a top job in the Obama White House, the group's annual federal subsidy paid with our tax dollars jumped from $4.1 million to $11 million. The Blaze, June 18th. Nebraska nuclear plant officials say the facility is at the lowest level of emergency and that no-fly zone was imposed for reactor refueling. The no-fly zone rule is still in place. The new explanation is that low-flying planes pose a possible threat. Oh really? KETB, June 18th. Libya rebels, backed by U.S. and NATO, are spending $86 million a day and running out of money. Their future doesn't look bright at this moment. The U.S. has promised more aid. Yes, those people used to be the Al-Qaeda, but it's a good Al-Qaeda, you see. There was a bad Al-Qaeda, good Al-Qaeda. Yeah, the same. CIA to June 18th. Hey, video. Ron Paul delivers a resounding speech at the Republican Leadership Conference. Simple but powerful, and the movement for individualism is growing. Daily Paul, June 18th. China is buying up land and oil and gas resources in the U.S. They are given tax breaks and easy immigration for Chinese citizens. Imagine that. We'll kiss anyone's butt anywhere in the world but our own people. American Dream, June 18th. Our own people need money and bailouts worse than anyone in the world, and guess what? We're the last on the list. 10th Amendment victory. Pennsylvania woman who poisoned her lover or her love rival has been imprisoned since 2007 on federal terrorism charges. The Supreme Court rules that she should have been charged under state law only. This means the Supreme Court acknowledged that the federal law under which this conviction was made must yield state law covering the same crime. In other words, it upholds state rights. Philly.com, June 18th. And I'm going to just about run out of time here. I'm going to see where I can go over. You can see this one. And now state hackers who have been breaking into high-profile and government websites are a government team whose mission is to create public support for draconian controls over the internet and crack down on whistleblowers. The evidence is compelling. End the lie, June 21st. You may want to look at the rest of these articles. These are very good. I couldn't get to them because I had too much to say about some of the earlier articles, headlines. But this will all be down in my description box, the link to this, and it's good for a week before it changes. They use the same web page. They just change everything out every week. So if you want to get a copy of this, you better go there now. Until next time, this is Spellbinder. Good day.